I'm out today on the Blue Revolt and I'm off up to the east. And I'm going to try a couple of new roads today. It's not a new route as such, just new roads within that sort of area that I normally ride. Well, one thing that I am finding difficult at the moment is going uphill. And I don't really know why. Last year, I set about conquering all of the climbs that I'd been afraid of. And for some reason, I seem to have lost my climbing legs. And I don't really know why. I know when it happened, but I just don't know why it happened. I had about a flu just before Christmas. And, well, I'm over it. I mean, I'm out riding most days and I'm still quite happy with my 25-mile rides. But I just seem to struggle going uphill. And I find myself going up some of the hills that I used to do without really worrying about it. And I'm going up there in my lowest gear. And some of the hills that I was thinking about tackling, I've been avoiding. Of course, this wind doesn't help. I've always associated wind with low pressure. And low pressure usually means cloud and rain. Sun, you associate with high pressure, which would mean no wind. But what do I know? Because for the last couple of weeks, we've had sunny days and a gale force wind. I mean, it's not gale force on the Beaufort scale, it's just gale force on my exaggeration scale. But still, it makes riding bloody difficult. And yesterday, I did one of those rides where whichever way I turned, I seemed to be going into wind. Like, how does that even happen? Anyway, so today, I'm off to do some hill climbing. Try and slay the dragon or get the monkey off my back or whatever expression you want to use. I don't know how well it's going to go, but I'm going to give it a try. And when we get round this corner, we get to the first hill. Well, I say the first one. I've already been up one, which I try to avoid. Because on my map, it's something marked as a cycle path, and then when you get there, there's a sign saying you can't go through there without permission, and I don't know the rules. I see a lot of people riding on areas where they open gates and things, but I don't know the rules. So here we go on the first climb, or second climb, first one that you're going to see, and I'm going to shut up because, like I said before, nobody wants to hear me panting like an Alsatian. Well, I made it to the top without stopping and without unclipping, so I'll take that as a positive. And last year I did a climb that was 762 feet in a mile and a half. Unbelievable. And the thing is, I did it on a mountain bike, which I find much more difficult than a road bike or a gravel bike. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm After my 30-year hiatus, I'm relatively new to cycling, and even in my racing days I was only ever on the road or the track, and that was all in South Africa. So I'm new to cycling in Britain, and I'm new to gravel bikes, and I'm relatively new to the Bridgend area. We only moved here 4 years ago, so I don't really know where you can and can't go, which is a bit restricting. And the fact is that Garmin shows a purple line on the map. These people have gone there. And that's really all it is. It doesn't mean they've gone there legally. I mean, the road I'm about to try now is actually a road. But it's only got a very, very faint purple line on it on Garmin, which means very few people have tried it. And there may be a warning in there. You may get to the other end and find it so steep that I have to walk or turn around and come back. But like anything, I won't know until I've tried. It's one of those roads that you go across a bridge on a motorway and you look across, you think, oh, that's such a nice road. I think I should ride that. Right. Well, here's the turning. Wish me luck. Oh, that was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. And the nice thing is, I found another road that I can use. Right. Off we go again. And this road has 2 long climbs on it. So there's the first one. And you get to the top of that one, you go, whew, that was hard, and then it all starts again. And here comes the next one. That was really nice, that bit back there, because I've cut back a lot of the trees and hedges. So I'm seeing things I haven't seen before. Ah, this is the reward for the hill. Nice steep downhill, get a bit of speed up. But even then, with the wind, I'm actually having to pedal to keep going downhill. How bizarre is that? Right, next bit of uphill. It's not too steep, but it's on gravel. And again with this one, I don't know if I'm supposed to ride on this or not, because a lot of people do. And as I said, there's a purple line on the map on Garmin, but it doesn't actually say anywhere on it that it's a cycle path. It says footpath. But then on the other hand, it doesn't say no cycling, so I suppose we'll just take it that we can until somebody says we can't. And this is the reason I ride a gravel bike. Because although I ride a lot of road, there's usually some bit along the way that involves going across a gravel path. And some of the roads around here are so bad, they may as well be gravel. Right, round the corner here, then we start going uphill. Watch out for the horse. I'm joking. It's a horse statue, I know. Morning. Well, that's the bulk of the climbing done. It's just this little one going up into Brinner. And then, of course, I live on top of a hill, so there's the last one up there, which I have to do every day. So I'm kind of used to that one. So let me know in the comments, do you have trouble climbing, or is it just me? Am I just getting old? Have I put on weight? Or do I just need to do a lot more hills to try and rebuild my strength? Anyway, if you found this video interesting, as usual, like and subscribe.